Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I am Captain Forest Falcon, and after that amazing episode that Vice had for us, and then I chose to do the temple at the same time, and I had a major number of failures with recording equipment. The emulator broke a couple times on me, Fraps was lagging like crazy, and then my computer died. I apologize for all that, but now we are actually going to get to some serious business. And, oh yeah, I should probably mention, last time we kind of talked to the Deku Princess and put her in a bottle. Apparently that works, but we can't use the item here. And if you're wondering, we haven't gone to the Curiosity Shop yet. That's the place where you can go to sell stuff, but I don't believe he accepts the Deku Princess there. I've tried it before. I've tried pawning the Deku Princess off at the black market, but no, it doesn't work, unfortunately. Anyway, before I forget, one of the most important things for us to first do is visit the Great Fairy. We have to return all those stripper fairies to her, because if we don't get the reward. And upon restarting time, we'd have to go back into the temple and get all those stripper fairies all over again. That's one of the things about this game, is that you don't really get a save in progress of dungeons. You have to do them all in one cycle, which really makes it hard for some people when they're doing it their first time, because you don't have that ability to just take forever. Eventually, you'll have to restart time and just start all over again. Anyway, cue the horrible, great stripper voice that I gave her. Okay, I haven't used this voice in a while. I'm pretty sure it's going to sound absolutely horrendous. About as horrendous as her appearance. Oh, strong young one, I'm the Great Fairy of Power. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I grant your prowess with this new sword technique. Again, I apologize to everyone whose ears are horrifically damaged by that voice, but it is necessary that the stripper fairy must have that voice, because that is the voice I've chosen for her. And I don't like giving new voices if I remember what they are. Oh my gosh, so amazing! You mastered the spin attack! Press and hold B to power your weapon with magic. And yes, we already had this, but now it's even better. Come see me again whenever you are overcome by weariness. Honestly, this power-up that you get from collecting stripper fairies is easily one of the less stand-outish ones. No, game. Sheesh. Okay. It's not very noticeable at first, but you'll probably remember this from Ocarina of Time and something, but... Okay, what am I trying to do? This is what happens because I haven't been able to record again a few days, because I've been spending all that time editing episode 10. Sheesh. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so when I first played the game, I really wasn't too excited. Upon discovering what the power-up was, I was like, what, are you kidding me? We just get the level 2 spin attack? I mean, we had that the instant that we got magic in Ocarina of Time. But the difference is that in Ocarina of Time, if you did a quick spin attack, it would only be level blue. In this game, you get the full-powered spin attack when you do an auto spin. And that would be extremely fantastic for me if it weren't for the fact that I was using a keyboard and it's really hard to do the quick spin attack using that. So, but yeah, it's actually a really cool power-up that you get, but other ones are still probably better. Sheesh, are you kidding me? I can't make that? No, I can't make it. Dang it, I wanted to not use the Deku Flower, but I must, because I must. Anyway, so that was a waste of time. Let's go and do the actual episode stuff by returning this Deku Princess, and wasn't there some reason that we went on this whole journey anyway? I mean, I know that it's got to do with the Guardians and stuff, but I feel like I've forgotten something, or someone. I don't know, I'm sure they're probably fine. So, Deku Palace, let us go! Oh, and I remember you jerks. I remember you two jerks over there. You're probably gonna still be bitching about me going off parameters. I told you not to return to the very occasion. You are a jerk. Blah, blah, blah. Screw you. I'm going through. This area has been some of the most ridiculous... Oh, boy. Yeah, it's been some of the most ridiculous voices. Why are you waiting, Mr. Forrest? Hurry! Open this button and release me right away! My father is standing! Yeah, that's her voice. I just made it up on the spot. Monkey, are you okay? Oh, hot! Stop it, please! They keep saying that I kidnapped her no matter how many times they say it. It's not going to bring the princess back. Oh, good. I love watching the Deku King during this cutscene. He's just so into this. Like, let's just... I'm sorry, Monkey, but let's just watch the Deku King again. Just look at him. Yes. Oh, He's just got the most ridiculous dance ever. It's hilarious. Punishment! They all say that, so I only need to talk to one. Let's talk to Deep Voice Butler. It's terribly sad, but nothing can calm the king now. Our swamps have become poisoned. This may be the end of the Deku Kingdom. Oh, great lord, save us! Holy balls. The butler has had an emotional breakdown. He is just freaking out. Well, the Deku King seems to be having a blast. Look at him. He is just completely stoked right now. How are things? How about that? Hot, isn't it? The monkey shall suffer and suffer till he can suffer no more. You shall know the wrath of a king whose darling princess was taken away from him. That is the best dance ever. Man, don't you just wish that you had the moves of the Deku King? I know I would, but I'd probably just make it look stupid if I did that. Only person who can do that dance and look good doing it is the Deku King. Anyway, we've stalled enough time and let the monkey be boiled for too long. Now, I think if you actually just sit here and stare, the monkey will actually get lowered. Okay, princess, get out of your bottle. How about that? Are you satisfied now? Oh, we're sent to princess. Whatever. Oh, my princess, my darling princess, you are all right? I'm so worried. Foolish father! Yeah, she has a serious temper problem. And also, the Deku Butler is kind of intimately connected to the Deku King, because if you heard the Deku King, he goes into spasms. It's ridiculous. Seriously, all the Deku Scrubs make the most ridiculous dances and spasms and whatnot. Oh, Mr. Monkey, I'm truly sorry. Father does such rash things when he's worried about me. I understand, Princess. Forget about that. Has the temple been returned to normal? Why, yes, thanks to Mr. Forrest here. I'm very, truly grateful. Really? So you're called Forrest, are you? Thank you for keeping your promise to me. I just nod because that's what Dekus do. As a symbol of our gratitude, our butler has prepared a little something for you. Please accept it. Are you sure? Because from the sounds of it, it sounds like he's still gone into spasms over there. You'll find it in the shrine that will be to your right when you leave the palace. Alright, that sounds fantastic. And now, we can take off our mask, and these guys won't kick us out now. They've kind of gotten over it. Hasty decision-making is my weakness. This time more than ever, it has become clear to me. Oh, strange traveler, there is little I can do. Please rest a bit before going. That we shall. Let's talk to the Deku Princess. What does she have to say? It seems our butler has taken somewhat of a liking to you, Mr. Forrest. I believe you'll find him waiting in the shrine that will be to your right when you leave the palace. I shall never forget what you've done for us, but please forgive me if I refuse to ride in that tiny little bottle ever again. Oh, don't worry, you will. All I have to do is restart time, and I can keep you in my bottle whenever I want. Ha! I showed her, didn't I?
You can change into many things, can't you? Very strange indeed. More than anything, I'm just glad the princess has returned safely. We were meant to punish an innocent monkey. Oh my gosh, it's so horrible. Has the poison swamp been cleared up? That means we can now go to those places we couldn't get to before.
What do you mean couldn't get to before? You're Deku. You can jump over the poison. Following it doesn't hurt you. I don't know why these guys seem to have a problem with that. Forrest, I'm sorry for all that trouble. Now it looks like we monkeys and Deku scrubs can start getting along again. You know, the swamp may be back to normal, but something still gives me a bad feeling. I wonder what it could be. I don't know. I really have no actual conception of what you could possibly be talking about that could be giving you worries. I don't know. Maybe it's that? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would be that much of a problem. Also, these guys got permanently fired. They now have to stay buried in the ground for the rest of this cycle. Because they are such stupid guards that repeat the same thing over and over again and wouldn't say the other option about how they love seeing me see the monkey get tortured. Stupid Dekus. We're the only good Deku here. Every other Deku has ridiculous voices and whatnot. So we could have come along here a while back, but when the swamp is poisoned, there's actually a big octo blocking this entrance right here. I mean, even if you get rid of him, there really is no point coming here just because of the fact that there's nothing to do here until the Deku butler arrives. Oh, and I can see glows right through the walls. That's fantastic, isn't it? Okay, I need that, and that's all. Forrest, I am truly thankful for what you have done for the princess. As a sign of our gratitude, we Deku have prepared something that we think may assist you. I will lead you to it. Oh, so this is kind of nice, isn't it? The Deku are actually giving us a decent, proper reward for rescuing the princess. Please, follow me. So, this is the follow the Deku butler sequence. And going wrong ways leads to dead ends. And shoot, I wasn't paying attention. Yes, that's an example of going to a dead end. And there are a million mad scrubs around! Holy balls! I almost missed the first blockade. I am really far behind. I did not holy... I should probably stay in Deku form, but at least I've caught up to him. My gosh, I was almost failing there. And again, word of advice, stay as a Deku for as much of this as possible, because anytime that there's a water segment, the Deku, if you are human, you'll probably get screwed. Oh good, money that I don't need. Yeah, I always take that route though. Oh, I am just barely making all these jumps. I am making this way harder than it needs to be. So, if you've played Ocarina of Time, then you'll know that there was something very similar to this in Ocarina of Time, in which you had to follow Dampe's ghost in the graveyard, and this is very similar to that. And also that area with the floating rafts, that was notorious for being the area that would screw me over because I would try and play this as a human, and that's a bad idea. Dekus are optimal in the swamp area. Except here! This area is not optimal whatsoever. You know, I think that this may be the only example of a fire maze that appears in this game. I don't recall seeing this anywhere else, but they had a couple of those in Ocarina of Time too. I'm talking too much about Ocarina of Time, but it makes sense because several of the things that were used there make an appearance here, and I thought I'd just mention those as we spot them. Oh, and we have giant boulders. They fall down from there, but usually you just go so fast that you never have to worry about getting hit by those. Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. Right way. And I think we're almost at the end. There's like one more segment, and it's this one. Okay, let's line up correctly so I can then just... Bam! See, total pro. I am too pro with the bow. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Jumping scares me though, because I am doing them at such horrendous angles. I think we're almost done at this point. Oh, you know what? We actually are done. And it doesn't matter whether you go left or right, because it leads the same way. Okay, we probably should get through that before it closes. Let's see how much time. Yeah, it starts closing about then. And we are now in this is a cool place though. Nice little kind of altar church-like room. I wonder what the Deku use this place for. Well, it's the Deku shrine, so it... But I have to wonder, why are there so many of these mad scrubs here? It's just kind of odd to me. I wonder if they're like, well, you know, they're called mad scrubs. I sometimes wonder if mad scrubs are Deku's, what happened to Deku over time, and which point they can no longer speak anymore. And these Deku just sort of made the shrine as a place where they could stay after they've kind of finished speaking and living normally. I guess they just didn't want them to go. Maybe it's kind of, I feel kind of like it's a Deku graveyard type thing. It's weird. I don't know. I'm just theorizing. Let's talk to the Deku butler now and his candle. Well done, Forest. Now here is the item I promised. Please accept it. Now we get the Mask of Scents. This mask heightens your sense of smell. It's also kind of a disappointing award as well when you play this person. Actually, when I see you, I am reminded of my son who left home long ago. Somehow, I feel as if I am once again racing with my son. I'm afraid I may have tried too hard to outrun you. As old as I am still a fast competitor, just like when I raced my son. Please forgive my rudeness. Yeah, so that's an interesting little statement that he makes there, saying that you remind him of his son. Because it'll make more sense as we get more into the transformation mask mechanics. But now I believe we are just about done with the swamp area. Although there is one more thing that I want to take care of before this episode ends. And I'm sorry for the lag again. But anyway, so there's one more thing that I want to take care of before finishing this episode. And it's going to be the last thing that we do in the swamp. After that, we are going to Clocktown, and we are going to go to the next area. So, we shall go Southern Swamp, yes. And hopefully I don't screw this up, because it can be a bit tricky with how I'm doing it right now. Although I did do a practice run of it, and it seemed to go pretty well, but... nah. Oh, and I never mentioned this, but when you rescue an area... as in sort of purify it, you'll notice that the music changes to the Termina Overworld music. So you have sort of like the haunted or cursed area music for the area when you first come, and then it changes back to the normal type.
Oh, thank you for what you did back there. As a special just for you, I'll let you take the cruise for free. Oh, but wait, yes, just as I thought. It seems the poison swamp has been cleaned up, so why not try something that's more interesting? How about a little game? I'll fly around on my broom and you try to hit my target. Doesn't it sound fun? Well, wanna try? That's the way to go. But let me explain, you're not aiming for me. With that bow, you're aiming for the target. If you hit me, I'll never forgive you.
So when she says that, she means that your score increases by hitting the target. It doesn't really change if you hit her. Okay, good start so far. Let's start spamming just to get some more targets. Oh yeah, this is way better than I was doing last time. I was like getting none of them. Oh, there we go. So eventually there's going to be this point where I just can't do any good shooting with this. Oh, I missed. Oh, I actually got her. We're doing pretty good so far, except that I lost sight of her. Kume, come back here. Kobe! You bastard, come back here. And also, when she says don't hit her, She will let you get away with hitting her several times. Actually, a very surprising number of times. I think it's almost like 10 times that you can hit her, and she will allow it. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get 20. So we've already reached the goal. Okay, I should be more careful. I want to try and get 25. Come on, 25. Good thing that there was a tree there. Otherwise, she'd have been very mad at me. Come on, 25. Okay, 23. 24. Come on, 25. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that score. Can we get 30? No, we're already back. We got 29. We almost got 30, but we only needed to get 20 doing that. 29. Pretty good, considering that I hit you so many times.
Well, as promised, here, take this.
And we get a piece of heart for that, which was our entire purpose of doing.
Wasn't that fun? If you'd like to play again, come back and see me. Tee.
Oh yeah, sure, we'll come back. Probably never. I don't see myself coming back to play that minigame just for fun, but yes, so that actually is going to do it for this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. We have taken care of everything else that I wanted to take care of in the swamp before we left, so now all that's left is to go back to Clocktown and make our plans to go to the next area. So thank you guys so much for watching, and may you soar like the amazing falcons you are, and have a wonderful day. Peace out!